Good morning, everybody. Nick from Eat Smoke Fire here for our 100 and something cook. Who knows? Seems to be ages since we did the 100th, but I know it's only a couple of weeks ago. Anyway, we're back to a full complement of people. Hooray! And we haven't got Cheese with us here this week. Boo! We had a really great time with Cheese last week. And I know Mama's shaking her head over there. You won't be able to hear her today because she's not got a mic on. We're wearing the mics. It is blustery. So you might not be able to hear Andrea and you might not be able to hear Mama, which is probably a good thing because it cut out all the swearing and the cussing and, you know. But anyway, we thought we're going to do the second part of the pies 2 weeks' time, I think. I think there's Six Nations that weekend. And there were Six Nations pies, so we've got to do a Scottish, we've got to do a French. And we've got to do a Irish. So we're going to practice those. Anyway, today we are... Don't forget you got the mic on, Helena.
I know.
I can see her wandering off. Anyway, we're going to do 3 dishes, as usual, but they're all around balls, because we're obviously missing the Six Nations and all the balls around that. So today is all around balls. And it's not the dog's danglies, as Spice Punch kindly pointed out this morning. But it is fish balls, pork balls and chicken balls. We'll get into that. Anyway, let me grab this. She is back. She's feeling mostly better. Hooray! I gave her the cold. Hopefully you can all hear us. Yeah, well, it might have been me. Anyway, so we don't have the fire. It's here. By the way, I don't know if people know, but grab that. It just wheels around. So that's why you'll see it in different places. It's not on today. It's far too windy. Pointless. But we've got the ladies over here. Helena has a hat on only because she's just had her hair done. So
It's because it was blowing around. Cheeky minx.
So Helena's on the keyboard. Mama's on the red wine.
Yes.
Yeah. So morning, Mama.
Morning.
Yeah. So yeah, right, let's crack on. We've got loads to do.
I'm just going to make first while we remember, shout out to Martin Hawkins. Happy
yes,
60th.
Shout out, happy birthday, Martin. He's probably not watching.
He is watching.
Oh, he's watching? Where is he? Is he still in South Africa?
Yeah, last morning in Camps Bay, I think.
Camps Bay, we loved it there. And it looks like where you're staying was not far, if not in the same place.
Oh, okay.
We stayed. So we had a lovely time there. It's a good few years ago, but it could be the pool. We had a pool, didn't we? I can't remember. Anyway, looks amazing. Yeah, we all say happy birthday. Andrea's saying happy birthday. Mama's saying happy birthday if you can't hear them. But yeah, happy birthday, Martin. And the fish today is the fish I caught, the sea bass I caught with Martin. So let's...
It had a price label on it when I
No, it didn't. Andrea's saying it had a price label on. Rubbish. I've just taken it out. So we're going to steam it. So I'm using the Thermomix today. I've got the bowl just with a bit of water in there that's over 100 degrees. So it's steaming. You can see it's got this little steaming pot on the top. And we're just going to steam the fish. That's not far off already. It's been on like 5 minutes, that's all. So I just put it on and then we're going to let it cool down. Then we're going to flake it and we're going to make that into our fish balls. They're going to be Japanese style fish balls and they're going to have a sweet and sour sauce, which I have already made. It's right gloopy. It's corn flour in there, but it's gloopy. It's Japanese. It's got a bit of a kick. It's going to be lovely. I'll tell you how we did that later. The second dish we're going to do is the chicken katsu version 2. I think you saw it this week. So we're going to deep fry some chicken balls. And I have made a lot of them, but I'm going to show you how they make them. And we're going to do that with a katsu curry sauce. And I need to turn that egg down a tiny bit. I'll do that in a second. Don't want the oil too hot. The balls will burn if you have them too hot. And the third one we're going to do are the pork balls that we did earlier in the week. Did I post those? I must have done.
Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah, pork balls. And they're a Thai pork ball with a sticky sauce. And we're going to use, follow me, Andy. I don't know if you've seen this on the market, hot honey. We're going to use some of that. It's honey infused with jalapenos.
That's a nickname for me.
Well, apparently when Amazon announced, because we've got Amazon, it announced that the hot honey was arriving today. I was at work and Helena said, that's it, I'm leaving apparently. But no, it's this hot honey.
I thought I was being replaced by hot honey.
Yeah, hot honey. Anyway, right, let's kick off. I'm just going to see how done that fish is. I don't want to overdo it. I want it to be flaky, so we're just going to prod it. 63 for fish. A little bit more, 48. So another couple of minutes. It's the first time I've done steamed fish and then put it into pork ball, so we'll let that carry on. This egg over here I do need to turn down. So I've just realised I hadn't even put a surface in that one yet. You can see it sitting at 145-ish degrees C. I've got a wok in here, usual story, wok, lots of oil, and if I go in, I want it to be around 180, and it's sitting at 202 at the mo. So I'm just going to turn it down. You don't need your egg screaming hot to get the oil really hot, because the bottom of that pan is right, and I've said it so many times, is right there, and it's because I've left the bottom wide open. Rookie error. So we'll let that cool down a tiny bit. By the time we put a load of chicken balls in there, it will pull the temperature of the oil down, so it should be fine. But right, this one. Let me get rid of this surface, I don't need it. We'll put this on, and we need to get a pan warmed up. We are going to do our, and we're going to do it direct. I may drop those down, but we're going to do our katsu sauce, and we'll do our pork ball. So I need to start with our katsu sauce. So, pan. So this is going to be the chicken balls with the katsu sauce. So a little bit of oil in there, a couple of tablespoons of oil, and what we're going to put in is some bit of carrot. So it's a small carrot and a whole onion, all grated up or chopped up. And we're going to get those on and start those. In fact, I am going to put it down because I know this will, it will just do a little bit quicker.
Do you want the coat?
Yeah, if you move in your egg, if you've got the expander system, if you move the grates down, you will get a hotter surface because it's so much near the fire. So we'll pop that on and we'll come back to that in a couple of minutes. So that is going to be our katsu sauce. To it, we're going to put some coconut milk, some chicken stock, we've got some curry powder, some turmeric, some chili powder, garlic and ginger, a bit of tomato, and a bit of fish, a bit of honey, and a bit of fish sauce or soy sauce, and some vinegar. But I'll hold that. Andrea is just putting a coat on. Look, you're cold. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm not. You need
Sorry,
to
I grabbed hers and then
move your
realised I
feet
don't want her
down.
getting
Yeah, we're in the shade a little bit. Over here we've got our. I'm going to zhuzh it up. I've cooked some little sushi rice. So we've got some sushi rice just cooking in our little thing, and this is what we're going to serve it with. Rice cookers are awesome. It's just sitting there. It will sit there for 24 hours and be quite happy. Just chunking along. It's been ready for 16 minutes. So, cool. Right. That's it telling us the fish should be ready. So let's have a little look. It certainly is. Right, our fish is ready. So I'll take this little basket off. I'm going to pop it, I'll pop it over here just to cool down. But you can see we've steamed that sea bass. I've put nothing on it so far. It's just sea bass. I just want it to cool down a bit. I'm going to pop it in here to raise it up.
Penny, I've seen your
Just
comment.
raise it up a little
I'll
bit.
ask Nick
But that's ready.
very shortly.
Don't need the top bit anymore. And don't need the water in it. But we are going to use this to reheat the sauce later. So that can go down there. But for now, that can just sit up there. Right, let's get on with the pork balls. So, I'm going to dive in behind you, Andrea.
Nick, can I ask a quick question?
Okay, yes.
So, Penny has asked...
Let's go over. Yeah.
Do you use green egg hickory coals or recommend any other?
I only use the oak and hickory. I don't find it's overpowering because I always get my eggs warmed up. Sorry, our neighbours are doing some building work. You probably can't hear it, but we can. I always get the eggs warmed up to 180 degrees before I then change the temperature. And by doing that, you won't get any of the really smoky, the acrid bit. So yeah, we only use oak and hickory. I've used the maple. I've used the eucalyptus. The eucalyptus zero flavour whatsoever. It's not barbecue. Is that the wrong thing to say? I don't know.
Well, I didn't hear
Yeah,
you.
no. I like that one. That's all we use.
So Penny's also asked about cookery schools. So can you just send us a direct message, Penny, and
Yeah.
then we can talk to you about that?
Yeah, we're fully booked this year, unfortunately. If you sign up to our newsletter, if we get any cancellations, we'll put them straight out on that. Otherwise, we're recommending Luke down at High Grange in Devon. He does some Big Green Egg Cookery School. Hopefully that's not too far for you. He's brilliant. And, of course, Julie, who does all of my private classes. Right.
So my friend Rob's joined, so we're going to be starting innuendo bingo very shortly.
Oh, okay, Rob. Yeah, balls. Yeah. He made a comment about innuendo bingo. Yeah, that's yeah. Hang on, I'll stand by you. Say it again.
That's why you haven't allowed me a mic.
Yes. It'll be.
Win, hands
It'll
down.
be filth. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Right, let's get on. Pork balls. Right. Let me just work out if this is all the right stuff. It is. I've got stuff everywhere, and it's just like, are these the ingredients for this? Yes. So we have 500 grams, and that's why I needed that.
What do you need?
The breadcrumbs. Have you chucked them away?
No, I didn't chuck
Oh,
them
they're
away.
in the other thing. Other breadcrumbs. Yeah. I knew I'd do something daft like this. 500 grams of pork mince. To it, I've got sort of like a handful of coriander, a handful of mint, a whole red chilli chopped up. We've got garlic in here. Lovely,
I'm
thank
not
you.
Sure that's 500 grams.
No, it doesn't need to be 500 grams.
okay.
It just needs to bind this all together. And some spring onions, so that can all go in. We want it to bind a little bit. We could chuck an egg in here. I might get Helen to find me an egg. We're going to put some breadcrumbs in with it. I've got one here, but I need another one.
Okay. No drama.
We'll put an egg in there just to help it stick together. Oh, hello, that's got ciabatta stuck on it. Okay, I'll put that in the bin. And then this just gets messy. Now, I should have done some of this before, but we've got to make something on the camera, haven't we? Just get in there and squidge it around.
Okay.
Lovely, that can go in there. I need some fish sauce.
Oh no, he's got. Thought he was going to send me running in again.
And I've got some more binder in here. Now I've got really gooey hands, but I've got some corn flour, a tablespoon of corn flour. Whoa, some pepper, some salt, and we're going to get all of that squidged together. Now, what are you giggling at?
No, I haven't.
Now, with pork, the more you mince it, the stickier it gets. So the idea is we're going to mince. I'm just squidging it through my fingers. I'm working it, and you do this with sausages.
Picture. She doesn't like it.
It will get sticky and it will hold itself together. You've got to put the effort in. If you're making sausages, there we go. Oh, the filth. I can't believe Martin's watching from Cape Town. Camps Bay, lucky man.
And Sue is on quickly whilst she's
in London today.
Yes, she's popped on.
She said, I'm not going to be able to come on today, I'm in London. And she's on. Wow, brilliant. So, yeah, these. Get these. Nice and squidgy. And now we can start making those into balls. So what I'm going to do, grab the pan we're going to cook them in, and I'll start rolling them. This is going to be quite tedious. We'll pop them in there. There's a bit of oil in the bottom of this pan anyway. Whoop, flicking stuff around. I won't do them all because we haven't got time and it's a bit boring. We can use these a bit later. Now
Dom says hi, Nick.
Morning, Dom, Cornish Carnivore. Who else have we got on, Helena? While I'm doing this, because this is a bit dull.
Rob from Rob's Barbecue.
Morning, Rob. What's today's dance?
No, he's had an innuendo bingo today.
Yeah, I know, but he must have a dance and a joke. He's always got a joke.
Yeah. Steve Tittensaw.
Morning, Steve.
Barbecue Bill. Nick Woods.
Morning, Barbecue Bill. Nick
Alan.
Wood from the village.
Yeah.
Morning, Nick. Saw
Alan
him.
Knight.
God, I had a hangover yesterday, Nick.
Harry George.
I only had 3 pints of lager. Well, I did have a bottle of wine before I went, but 3 pints of lager.
Frenchie
was in-
Franklin.
Morning, French Franklin.
Carl.
Some new biddies. Good.
Sue Stoneman.
Morning, Sue in London.
Barbecue Bill.
Yeah, we said Bill.
Sarah.
Sarah, Sarah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Phil and his grill.
Morning, Phil. His curry. If you don't follow Phil, you should. Phil and his grill. Phil cooked an amazing looking curry last night. His naan, using my recipe, I have to say, looked better than mine.
He nailed it, didn't
He
last night?
absolutely nailed it. And Phil is coming on the curry class later in the year. So he is giving the naan bread part of the class because that was so good. He's messed it up so many times. I'm not being rude, but
He's now nailed it.
he's nailed it.
World number one, PJ Johnston. Love him. He's Martin
Hey,
Hawkins.
who's that? Well,
Is it Paul?
oh, Paul. Yes. Paul and Sally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm being.
Neil
Yeah.
Witcher, Sam Towler, Ellis, the hobby chef.
Morning.
Tim
Sam
Martin.
Towler over in. He's near St Neots.
Vicky,
think.
Karen,
Morning, Vicky. Morning,
Karen
Karen.
Gurley,
Right, I'm going to call that a day. That's plenty.
Mary.
Just going to give my hands
Lake
washed.
and
So you
Drexler.
carry on, Helena. Can you hear Helena, everybody?
I hope
Hopefully
so.
you
Oh,
can.
morning, Ben. Where are you today? Are you on your tractor? Jeanette Harvey.
Morning, Jeanette.
Happy Hooker Barbecue.
I can't hear Helena, but
That's 'cause
anyway.
you
Sorry, that's probably
have selective
really
hearing.
horrible listening to me wash my hands. What?
Nothing.
What?
Bernie.
What? You
Jane.
lot, you gang up on me. I'm just going to put some oil in to go with those. But we're going to fry those off in a minute. I might actually start them. Anyway. Oh! Let's give this a stir. Our carrots and our onions. God, I'm hopeless multitasking, aren't I? That's actually looking pretty good. They've softened up nicely. So, let's add the other bits. We've got ginger and garlic. Yes. No, I'm getting confused about the dishes. I know I've got to hold one of these back and it's not that one. Oh, I am rubbish, aren't I?
You've got a lot on the go this morning.
Yeah, a lot of dishes today, a lot of different things. So we're not, I'm not making everything this morning. Let's get the handle on.
Nick, do you hold woks in stock?
I have got woks in stock. I've got 4 woks in stock. I know exactly where they are.
Well done.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Let me just go back to
This is going to be our katsu sauce, by the way. I'm recapping. So we've got onions, we've got carrots in there. We've now got garlic and ginger. I'm going to put a little bit of tomato puree, about a tablespoon.
From the middle.
From the middle, obviously from the middle. You don't hold a tube at the end, you hold it in the middle. All the best tomato puree is in the middle of the tube. No matter how much it's got in there, it's always in the middle. Right. So we're going to fry that off. You want to fry off your tomato puree a little bit because it will caramelise it. Get the sugars out. Be delicious.
morning Boston
I'm going to
barbecue.
chuck in my stock pot because I always like to fry these a little bit because it breaks them up.
Morning Jim Sykes. Morning barbecue lad.
Is she still saying morning? I can't even hear. You can.
No, I'm talking to my microphone, not to
I know,
you.
but you could do it loud enough so I can hear.
Mum and I are having our best, living our best life.
Oh, I know, I bet. Oh dear. Right, we'll get that going.
Morning,
right,
Hope and Stone.
into that we're going to put about 200 millilitres of coconut milk. You can do it without that.
Mickey's on.
We're going to put in about 300 millilitres of water. We've got honey, runny honey, exactly a tablespoon. She's not listening. Only because I did it freestyle this morning. She said, that's way more than a tablespoon. It's not when you leave half of it in the glass. Some soy. Some white wine vinegar, rice wine vinegar even. Get that all in there. Let's get this tray out of the way. Let's give it a good stir. And we're just going to let that cook through. And then we're going to blitz it. And that is our katsu sauce. Version 2. Version 1, it was all right. We'll see how this one goes. We might have to modify it again. I need those. Need that. I don't need any of that. I'll shut the lid. Right. Let's pop that over there. I might actually get our pork balls going at the same time. If I can get it all on the egg at once. Which I should be able to do. You can if it's up a level. What I will do, having said I'll change it, I'll put one level up and it can sit just above. And that way, if I take my eye off the ball, they won't burn too much. Which is bound to happen. Right, we don't need that anymore, that can get out the way. Let's grab this fish. So, where have I put all my fish things? Just here. Oh, I've forgotten to do that. So, you need to, this is going to take 5 minutes. This is ciabatta, just cubed up. That's going to be our binder, thickener, our binder. So I'm just going to pour some milk over it. And just let that soak for a few minutes. And then we'll put that in with the fish. Now, what's going in with the fish? We've got some breadcrumbs. I'm having a bite.
If I have a look, I'll tell
Yeah,
you.
breadcrumbs, parsley, bit of sugar, salt, some garlic, some orange zest, because our sauce is going to have some orange in, so we put some of the zest in there. We've got some corn flour, tiny bit, and some pepper in there, a little bit of salt, and some garlic. I'm going to put an egg in there to help bind it as well. And then we're going to flake this fish in. Now, this has still got the bones in, so I've got to be careful about flaking it. So we're just going to take the edges off. I don't want the skin in there. So we'll flake from the middle. Feel for any bones, that's all right. I know there's some in the middle of this bit. Oh, not too bad. Maybe I deboned that one. I know I didn't debone one of these. So I'm just going to pull it from one side. There's a bit much here, so if I waste a little bit, it doesn't really matter. This should be, I want to say, can you remember the weight of the fish, Helena?
250 grams.
No, it's more than that.
330.
Three something.
It was 330, I think.
330, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, now I'm trying not to waste too much of this because I caught this with Martin. Martin and Steve. Hey, I did not catch it in Tesco's. We caught it.
No, Waitrose, Fishy Friday.
Fishy Friday and Waitrose. No, this is off the coast of Brighton with Robin, who runs a great fishing gig, which for the life of me has just gone, but Martin can type it in. If you want to go sea fishing, you've never done it before, go and see him. He's brilliant. He takes you to all these places where there are loads of fish. I mean, we caught, you're only allowed to catch 2 each and keep them. We caught, I want to say 20 or 30 that day. Right. So I'm just pulling all of those together. Now, hopefully, we haven't made these before, by the way. They're going to stick. So we need to get that bread in there. Now if you get bones in there, kids, that's you lot. Let me just wash these.
Is that your disclaimer?
Yeah, it's because I'm doing it fast. Right, what I am going to do is have a little look at these. They shouldn't have got up to temp yet. Oh look, they're just frying now. So leave them to just fry off a little bit. You want them to brown off. Our sauce is probably going to be great. I'll get another spoon over here because I want one for the katsu and one for the meatballs. They're 2 separate dishes. Right. Now what?
Right, so the first one, can I just say, do you try to think of good fish puns but just flounder?
Oh, who's that, Rob?
Well, the bait is over.
Oh. Right, so I'm just squeezing the milk out of this, out of the bread now. Now it's just so it'll flake in there. Oh, she's run off. Obviously that joke was too much for her. Who was that from, Mama? Do you know?
Rob's barbecue.
Oh, it was Rob's barbecue. Great one, Rob. She's gone the way back. She's gone to get a phone so she can look up fish jokes, no doubt. Is that what you've done? That's exactly what she's done.
She's
She's been nobbled. Oh, God.
Oh, what kind of fish only comes out at night?
I don't know what type of fish only comes out at night.
A starfish.
A star. Oh, brilliant.
It's like a halloumi joke.
Oh, God.
Oh, what did a shark eat with its peanut butter sandwich?
I don't know. What did a shark eat with its
Come on, think about it.
peanut butter sandwich?
What'd you have?
Jellyfish.
Yes.
Very good.
Oh.
Are these all Rob? Huh?
Sue Stoneman put scampied off.
Right.
What kind of music should you listen to while fishing?
I don't
Something
know.
with a good tuna.
Something with a good tune. Oh, God. Right, that's it. That's the last one of these cooks we're ever doing.
Oh, some
No.
of them are just for the halibut. Sit back while we reel them off. That's Rob.
Oh,
Love it.
we must meet up with Rob. Get him cooking. I know he's not allowed to cook on Big Green Eggs. He's Kamado Joe. We'll work it out.
How do
Sue.
How do shellfish get to hospital?
I don't know. How does shellfish get to hospital
In a clambulance.
in a clambil? Oh. Oh.
Jeanette Harvey says soul music.
Soul music. Oh, that'd been good. Yeah, like that one. Yeah. Poor old Andrea can't say anything. Right. Yeah. Did I put the egg in? I did. Yeah. Right. So we're going to ball these up. I'm just going to get them in. I don't want them too... Well, no, we want them reasonably big. The fish is already cooked. So we'll get them in there. I need to go and sort those others out. This is going to end in disaster. I'm going to be cooking too many things at once. If you
What can I
run
do
into any bones, just take them out.
Can I do anything to help, Nick?
No, I'm just going to do these. If you want, you could go and... I'll go and stir them. I'll put
do it if
two
you
in.
want.
I'll go and stir them. I'm going to grab another spoon.
Right.
So, let's give these a little zhuzh. They've got enough binding stuff in them that they shouldn't, even though I've stuck them to the bottom. Yeah, the katsu's ready to come off. So give those a little zhuzh. Look at those, they're going to be lush. I'm going to try and wrestle this katsu off, which will be easier. I might actually take that out of the way first. That'd be, quite clever, wouldn't it? Yeah, let's do that. They're doing well. Katsu's ready. We'll take this over. What we can do with the katsu, stick it in your Thermomix or your blender or whatever it is.
I'm looking forward to tasting that.
Pop the lid on. I'll turn it on. Let's get making some more of these while that does its thing. Oh, and then we need to get on the chicken balls. Right, in you go. So these are going to have a little bit of spice.
Oh.
From the garlic and the ginger and the...
Yeah, I put pork bills by mistake.
Right. Any other comments, Helena? Any other questions?
I've got another comment for you because
Okay.
I thought it was brilliant. Dom said he might have to block us because of the bad jokes.
Yeah, I don't blame you,
But,
Dom. I would.
Rob came back and said, "Guys, you're krilling me now."
Oh, I can
And
feel a
just
bone.
to
Oh, no, it's-
confirm, we are actually cooking pork balls, not pork bills, as I just typed.
Oh, yeah, they're definitely pork balls. They are Thai pork balls, and they're going to have a sticky, spicy sauce. They're dead easy. We did them in the week. They were delicious. And we're going to serve them with that rice that is ready, but it's in the rice maker. It's just sitting there. We've got these fish balls. This pan's just heating up. And while it's going, we will get... I'm going to do these.
How did they come together since you've not done them before?
Oh, yeah,
they
looking
look
good. Yeah.
Nice.
She sounds surprised.
No. I just want to...
They let the dogs around once.
Yeah, we haven't made these before. I was planning to make them yesterday, but it just didn't happen.
No, I wonder why.
Well, I had a hangover. Okay, fair enough. And B, it actually was a little bit busy yesterday. It was a good day. It is starting to pick up. So if you want stuff, Big Green Eggs still haven't announced their price rise. Very late this year. Although no, it's normally end of March, isn't it? Last year they did it early. This year maybe not. They'll probably do it while I'm on holiday. Catch me out. But I will let you know. Because I let you know and then you can buy all this stuff at this year's prices with our usual sweetener. And yeah, save yourself a few quid. Right. There we go. They're looking tops. Chicken balls, let's do those. I'm just going to tidy up a tiny bit. Let's get rid of that and that. And then we will scrape this down, give it a wipe. I'm not going to actually put the chicken on here, but it just helps. And then we'll get onto these chicken balls. So we do need to keep turning. What I'm going to do is task you, Helena, with going and turning those fish balls once I've turned them the first time.
Right.
But they're fine for now.
Okay.
I'll tell you when. Right. So I've already made some already. Hence, that is just full of bits of... So we have some plain flour, some egg. It's got a bit of milk in there as well. And in here, we have... And when we made them, it was like eating a chicken Kiev in the week, wasn't it? It's way too garlicky.
Yeah.
So what we've done this morning is I've just kept it really plain. So this is chicken mince, a little bit of breadcrumbs to help bind it, salt and pepper, and that's it. Kept it really simple. And what you want to do with these is make them into slightly smaller than a golf ball, roll them. I'm going to put them on the board. I'll put them on up there. Roll them, flour them. Now, you want to keep one hand clean and one hand gooey. So I'll try and do this one as a clean one, but it'll never work. Pop them somewhere. I'm rubbish at that sort of thing. It's gonna end up. I'll make 2 or 3 because it's not the most exciting. So we'll make them, get them floured, and then we'll go in with the egg wash and the panko, which is the dirty bit. Right, last little bit there. Well, that one's going to be small. Egg over there is looking perfect. Right, so we've got those. Get the flour out of the way.
Do I need to do any turning yet?
No, we'll be all right for a minute.
Okay.
Then, with these, what I'm going to do... Here's some I made earlier. We'll just add them to that. So we're going to egg wash them with your dirty hand. So get them all gooey into the panko. Then with a clean hand, just... you pop them, roll them around in there, and then they can go on there. Dirty hand, egg wash, into there, over the top, clean hand. Otherwise you end up with the stickiest fingers ever. Right, 2 more. Now you could, these are going to be chicken katsu. You could do this with just same technique, just with a fillet. Get a fillet of chicken, bash it out, slice it up to smaller bits, panko them. Done. So let's get these out of the way. And then we'll go and have a look at our fish. And we're just going to wash my hands.
Can you wash some of that up as well at the same time?
Yeah. Most of that, Andy, goes in the dishwasher. Helena did say today.
You have no idea how much I wash.
Oh my God, she goes, it's going to be carnage. Right. Now. What? Oh, they are. There we go. I've broken that one in half. That was a bit. What I could do with Helena is a fish slice, please.
Yeah.
Because these are sort of delicate, and I should have let the pan warm up before I put them in a little bit more. But well, I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Oh.
No, like
What's she? Oh, that one, thank you. There we go, that's better. Those two are perfect. Look, once they've that one, I've only broken one. That's not bad for me. So they do need to have a bit of oil. So I might put a tiny bit more oil on them. Our egg is slightly on the wonk because our barbecue area is on the wonk on purpose to drain the rain away. Right, that's good. That sauce can now go in to heat up. What I should do while those are doing is do the katsu. So I'm going to heat this katsu up. I'm going to just serve it. I'll do it 98. Give it 10 minutes. Just so it's ready. Oh no, not what I need to do first. I need to blitz it. Sorry.
Love it, Rob.
I'm going to blitz it so it'll start slowly and then it'll speed up. It's fine. We'll make out that's done. Right, 98. So I'm going to turn up to 98. I'm going to give it 10 minutes and just let it stir itself. Right, this one needs to warm up, so we can put this one over here. We'll check our pork at the same time. Oh, oh, oh. Look at those. Oh, they're done. Pretty much done. What I will do is check that. Always check it. 63 for pork. Done. I'm going to put that on the bottom to get it warming up. I will probably burn it in the process, knowing me. I'll pop it on there. what was in there? Just veg, that's fine. Right, they're done. Let's go and cook some chicken balls.
You're at 12:07.
12:07, right, we're nearly there. These, I'm not going to do them all, don't take long at all. Our oil should be 181. Look at that. Now, I'm not going to overload it. We'll just do a few. We'll do some more afterwards.
No, overload it.
Well, no, we'll do them in 2 batches. So these can go in. They're going to crisp up. They're going to be beautiful. Right.
Fish?
Fish. See how we're doing. Oh, I broke that one. They're cooking beautifully. Lovely. Our katsu sauce is at 90 degrees. That's cool. Right, let's start prepping, shall we? Oh, 2 minutes. They're going to be good. Let's give our glaze. Let's get our pork ready. Right, so while that's cooking, to our pork, I'm going to add, I've got ginger, some lemongrass, so that can go in. We'll just fry that a little bit with these. It's going to cook really quickly because this pan's dry, it's hot. Okay. To it, we're going to add a whole dollop of sweet chili sauce, if there is such thing as a whole dollop. Now smell it, Andrea. Look at those. Oh yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't focusing on the
No,
camera then.
that's
I was
all
trying
right.
to get the nose nearer.
We need a little bit of soy. Don't go mad. A couple of tablespoons. I overdid it in the week. That was just a bit of salt in there. So Thai food is sweet, salty, sour. So we need a bit of sour in there as well. So we're going to squeeze in a bit of lemon juice. Now, Nick,
Green in colour, so that'll be a lot.
yeah, Nick from Cab Brighton, I apologise. This isn't up to your standards, but you know, if you're ever in Brighton, look up Carb. Nick, who is I used to work with. Right, done. I'm going to take that off. lost a glove somewhere. They're done. I'll put them there. That sauce is warming up. Let's go and get our fish balls. Give them a zhuzh. Yeah, looking good. Let's see what temp they're at in the middle. Oh, they're up there, 68, 67, 68. So they're definitely the point where the fish is cooked. Fish is cooked at 63. You can cook it actually lower than that. So give those another minute. Let's have a look at our chicken. Give these a quick zhuzh. How am I doing?
12, 10.
Oh, they look. They're a better colour.
Better colour. They could, yeah, it's lower temp. They could be a little bit more. I'm just going to grab one out and see what temp they are in the middle. Yes, they need a little bit more.
Oh, wind's picking up.
But they're not burning. What you don't want to do is burn them, which we sort of almost did the other day. I'll open it a little bit now. It's got cooler. Just get a bit of flames around those and we'll start plating. So, let's get a plate. So we're going to have some of our... This is sushi rice. So short grain rice. Now put it to one side of your plate because you don't want everything to mix together because it all goes stodgy. Then we're going to get some of our pork balls with our lovely glaze. Oh, hello.
Oh no, didn't see.
Nobody saw that. It's on the floor. I'll just knock it under the table, out the way.
Drop the ball.
I'll pick it up later, if you're lucky. Then what we're going to do, some of our hot honey.
Some would say you just dropped a...
Dropped a ball. Anyway. Oh. So some hot honey over the top. Look at those. Oh. Now I need to clean that up a bit. Dish one. That is for my other dish. What I do like though, a few sesames. Can you grab me a Thai red chilli,
Yes.
please? Let's get these bad boys out. So these are supposed to be an appetizer. So, take this plate out. Whatever happened to it? I used to have a rack on this table, didn't I? Don't know what's happened to it. I will get something I can balance it on. I'll put it on one of those. Now these are an appetizer, so we need that sauce, which is now nice and sticky and warm. Oh, it is. It's perfect. This is our sweet and sour gloopy sauce. I'm just going to put some of that in there and zhuzh them around in it a little bit, which is probably the wrong way of doing it because it will probably break them all up. Oh, we're doing all right. Oh, that one broke. Yeah, but we'll get some of these. I'm going to move that down. Wah. They are hot. We'll put some sauce over the top of them. Now, oh, it's hot on my finger. I'll leave those in there. Got my steak skewers, so you can pick them up. Probably not the prettiest, but
I can't remember.
let's grab a bit more sauce. And then with those, we're going to put some spring onions and a few sesame. So that's them. So that's two. How's our chicken doing? Come on, Katsu. Oh, look at those. Nice and crispy and crunchy. These need to be 73 or more. 77. Get in. I'll do one more. Let's pick that one. He's the biggest. Oh, 69. Give it another 2. I'll leave the lid open. That will heat it up more from underneath. What else have we got to do?
Chili?
Done that, huh?
Chili?
Chili. That's why I asked for that. I've got a knife somewhere. No, I haven't. Aha. Yes, I have. She's brought it out. Oh, God. It's going to be one of those days today, isn't it? Or it already is. Bit of that. A few spring onions. That looks pretty. Right. Let's get these these chicken balls. Chicken katsu. Oh, what I need to do is get some more rice to go with it. So. And there's loads of rice because I can feed everybody then. So katsu sauce ready in the background. Right, perfect. Let's get some rice balls. Not rice balls, chicken balls. I'll take the smallest ones. That one. That one. There we go. Leave those others just going for a tiny bit longer. And then we need some katsu sauce with it. I should have got a bigger tray, shouldn't I? That's probably big enough.
Yeah, use another utensil.
So it's got curry in there, it's got all of those good things in there. Let's turn that around. Done. So we have Japanese sweet and sour fish balls. We have chicken katsu balls. And we got Thai pork balls with a sweet and sour sticky sauce. Awesome. So let's put those up there. I think you could probably try a fishy ball. You probably try one of those. I've got photos of those. So, yeah. I've done photos of these. So, yeah. So things I should say. I had things to remember, didn't I?
Meter.
Sorry?
The meter block.
Oh, meter block. Yes. For those of you who like the meter or haven't got a meter, we've got the 2-probe meter block, and we've got them on sale at the moment. So most people don't need all 4 probes. I don't know why, but so we bought the 2-probe block. We've got them at 209 quid. So just less than 2 meter probes themselves, and it's Wi-Fi. So awesome. We've got one for ourselves. So yeah, they're on sale. The last few big for space that are in stock have free covers with them. After that, the covers will be extra. We've got loads of those arriving. We've got the ones for the XL arriving shortly. What else?
No
That's
cook
it.
next week.
No cook next week. It's Helena's birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday
Yeah.
next week.
So how was the fish ball?
Lovely.
Lovely. I've got yet to try them. So fish balls, katsu, chicken balls, and pork balls. I think that looks quite cool.
Amazing.
So thank you very much for watching. Sorry I'm over by about 4 minutes. We will see you all 2 weeks' time for the other pies, we think. Hopefully we'll do the other pies if it makes sense. Of course we'll be cooking something on the barbecue next weekend while we're away. We're going to take them with us. We're taking 2, aren't we? I've got a little, I've got one of the, they call it a flat dog, the little Pro Q ones. It was my Christmas present. So it's a fold-up barbecue. And so it then pops up. So instead of using a disposable one, it's like that, but you'd put normal coals in it. So we've got one of those. We're going to give it a go because I haven't used it yet. Anything else, Helena?
I don't think so. We mentioned Martin. We talked about meter.
Perfect.
No, I think that's it.
Perfect. So have a great week, everyone. If there's any questions, just give me a shout. I don't know what day I'm playing golf this week. It's definitely not Monday or Friday. So yeah, thank you for watching, and we will see you soon. Cheers, guys.